On the money tonight. No deal. The judge orders the maker of the Blackberry and the tiny patent holder suing it back to their corners. Tonight, the stage is set for a shutdown. What you need to know about the thing you can't live without. A tough battle to a tech company facing a legal nightmare. Your BlackBerry's future more in peril tonight than ever. Research in motion, losing a key ruling in federal court. Our Jim Goldman has the bottom line.
Teetering on the RIM, BlackBerry customers, 3 million of them, still worried about a potential shutdown, while RIM investors wonder what's going to happen next. All of this concern stemming from today's judge's ruling that an earlier $450 million settlement with NTP connected to the whole patent infringement case, invalid and unenforceable. Now the big concern on the street, how much a settlement, if one is reached, will cost RIM. Some estimate well over $1 billion, while that potential RIM shutdown still looms over the company's users. Jim Goldman, On the Money, CNBC, Palo Alto.
And helping us break it all down, Derek Kerton from the wireless telecom consulting company, the Kerton Group, and patent attorney Peter Cornelius. Peter, is a shutdown of BlackBerry more or less likely tonight?
I think it's more likely, but there is some breathing room for RIM. The judge in his order today actually set a schedule, not in dates, but a schedule to be had for a hearing and supplemental briefing on the injunction issue, which means that he is giving it some second thoughts, and we'll give the parties a chance to respond.
Derek, explain to me why NTP, who is the company that owns the patent on the contested technology that makes the BlackBerry work, why would NTP request a shutdown of BlackBerry when they can only make money if their technology is being used, and their technology will only be used if BlackBerries are being used?
Well, it's because at this point, RIM has said they're not willing to pay NTP a licensing fee to use the technology. So NTP is returning with essentially a threat. Listen, if you don't pay us, we're going to sue you. And right now, that's where we're standing, and we're going to have to see these two companies come together and reach a settlement where RIM does agree to play with NTP, or else they're going to face possibly an injunction.
Do you agree with Peter that a probability of a BlackBerry shutdown has gone up tonight?
I think they have in a minor way. I still stand that the injunction or the shutdown will probably not happen, because these two companies in the long run do have an incentive to work together and come some kind of agreement, keep the service running, and keep the revenues coming for both companies.
The number that is being bandied about, and it's unclear as to whether it's being bandied because it's big and round or because it's accurate, is $1 billion, Peter. Do you have any sense as to how much BlackBerry or Research in Motion may end up having to pay?
All of the analysts are suggesting it's up to $1 billion, and from published reports, RIM does have the money to pay that. The effect is going to be on their later competitive position if these patents are ultimately held invalid. I mean, RIM is competing against Microsoft, and it's competing against Palm. I don't think they can afford that many mistakes in this competitive an environment.
Derek, if you are BlackBerry, what's your next move?
Well, the people at RIM have indicated that they do have some money saved up to pay in case the settlement is required. So they have indicated, and that's one of the reasons this billion number has come up, because there's been kind of leaks from both sides. And that's good, because it means that both sides are thinking about a similar number should the settlement become needed. But RIM is also thinking about other options they may have. And one they've spoke of is a workaround technology that would allow them to continue offering their service without actually using or infringing on the NTP patents. Now, that could be a real technical workaround that RIM has developed, or it could be just a really good bargaining chip that they're going to put up there to try to reduce the amount they need to pay in a settlement.
Thank you, gentlemen. If there is a BlackBerry shutdown, one very big and very public company probably won't be affected. There would likely be an exemption for the federal government. That way, your representatives on Capitol Hill, cabinet secretaries, and their aides will be able to keep BlackBerrying away. So one less thing for all of us to worry about tonight. Our On the Money